Donington practice, it was wet but we had 2 practices on the Saturday and both of them were wet. And we haven't had too much running in the wet this year, but both practices I ended up in the top 3 and was very close to being the fastest car, so no, the practices went really well for us. Qualifying, it was the first time it was dry, obviously, because the 2 practices being wet. Qualifying, it was dry, and it was the first time on the full track at Donington in the dry, so it was a new experience, but it went really well for me. I was second and less than a tenth behind the McLaren, which I was over the moon with. And yeah, onto the race. I mean, we started the race in 4th, and my teammate did a good job getting us into the 2nd spot. And then when in the pit stop, when we were doing the driver change, when I was getting into the car, I think the brakes were overheating quite a lot, and they basically cooked themselves whilst they were in the pit stop. And when I went back out onto the track in the first corner, I had no brake at all. I went off the track a little bit wide, and for that lap, I remember I just had to pump the throttle and try to get it circulating again. But no, after that, the brakes were manageable. They weren't obviously at the prime, but they were working. I was taking good chunks of time out of the McLaren because it was something like 7-8 seconds in front of us when I started my stint, and I managed to get down to under 4 seconds with plenty of time left in my stint to go. So I was feeling really confident about that. And the brakes just they got hotter and hotter, and they faded away more and more, and the pedal just got longer and longer, and I really did struggle. It's points to keep it on the track because, like I said, there's only so much you can do coming into a corner, and it catches you out by surprise when you come to hit the brake pedal, and it's you haven't got the braking power what you had the turn before. So there's times where you just have to, you went a bit wide onto the gravel or whatever. But no, I was talking to the engineer quite a bit and trying to manage it, and I moved the brake bias more rearwards so that it would help cool the front brakes. And I was having a bit of problems with traffic lapping of a GT4 cars, because obviously the fresh air isn't quite getting to your car as much as what it would be if there was no cars in front of you. So it was a really difficult race, but I was we managed to get the Comaha in 2nd place, and I was really over the moon with how I drove, really, because the problems I had and the solutions that I thought of, and how I managed to get the car to the end and manage the brakes, and still my pace was still pretty good throughout the whole race and fairly consistent as well. So I was really happy with the weekend and all, and it was I think for me a really good way to end the championship.